What eerie secret lies hidden within the forsaken forest, where moonlight fears to tread?
Story 1, The Dracula.
As the moon hung low in the sky, casting a silvery glow over the rugged terrain of Transylvania, I stood at the threshold of Castle Dracula, my heart pounding in my chest with a mixture of fear and determination. The castle loomed before me, ancient stones weathered by centuries of wind and rain, its towers reaching towards the heavens like accusing fingers pointing at the stars. Count Dracula stood at the castle gates, his figure silhouetted against the flickering torchlight that lined the crumbling walls. His eyes, cold and calculating, fixed upon me with an intensity that sent a shiver down my spine. "You dare to challenge me, mortal?" His voice echoed through the night, a low growl that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the earth. I squared my shoulders, steeling myself against the fear that threatened to consume me. "I will not let you spread your darkness any further," I replied, my voice steady despite the tremble in my limbs. With a wave of his hand, Dracula summoned his minions, a horde of ravenous creatures that slunk from the shadows like specters from the grave. Their eyes gleamed with hunger as they advanced upon me, their snarls filling the air with a cacophony of dread. But I refused to back down. With a prayer on my lips and a weapon in hand, I faced the onslaught head-on, striking out at the creatures with a ferocity born of desperation. Each blow landed with a sickening thud, a reminder of the grim reality of our struggle against the forces of darkness. Beside me, Van Helsing fought with a skill and determination that bordered on the supernatural. His blade flashed in the torchlight, a beacon of hope amidst the encroaching gloom as he cut through the ranks of Dracula's minions with a precision that spoke of years of training and experience. But for every creature that fell, two more seemed to take its place, their numbers overwhelming our defenses with each passing moment. Dracula watched from the sidelines, his eyes glittering with amusement as he reveled in our futile attempts to resist his will. Yet still, we fought on, driven by a stubborn refusal to surrender to the darkness that threatened to consume us. With every ounce of strength left within me, I pressed forward, my mind consumed by a single, unwavering thought: victory at any cost. And then, just when it seemed that all hope was lost, a ray of sunlight broke through the clouds, its golden glow illuminating the battlefield with a brilliance that banished the shadows and scattered Dracula's minions like leaves before a hurricane. With a triumphant cry, we pressed our advantage, driving back the remaining creatures with a ferocity born of desperation. Dracula, realizing that he was outnumbered and outmatched, fled into the darkness, his form disappearing into the night like a wisp of smoke on the wind. As the first rays of dawn crept over the horizon, casting long shadows across the battlefield, we stood victorious, our bodies battered and bruised, but our spirits unbroken. Although the darkness had come perilously close to consuming us, in the end it was the light that prevailed.